What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode in our coverage of Better Late Than Dead. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we hang out one more time on a deserted island full of, I don't even know what's taking people out over here. We found some notes. There was a lot of blood around. There's also a lot of, like, random oil just all over the place. So I assume what happened is they transitioned from a sweaty man party into some kind of just, like, psychotic murder spree. But I assume we'll figure it out at some point. I did have some issues with the first episode of the game, but I felt like playing it a little bit more. So for the faults that we've seen thus far, I still want to check the game out, and so I looked up a couple of things before we started playing again, just because I wanted to make sure that we were progressing in a way that was acceptable as we played the game. So for right now, the different trees give you different stuff. So like those ones right there, the one in the background, not the red one in the front, the one that's in the background, right, that one that's lined up with my head right now, this one, that tree should drop apples, I think. Apples or mangoes. This tree right here, I think, should drop some sticks, and then there are some other trees around that I think should be able to drop some other stuff as well. I think the ones that are palm trees or whatever, I think those drop coconuts. And so for right now, what we really need are sticks, and so I'm gonna shake this tree. Where's my family? Find my family! A little bit more tree tickling. I don't know, do you invoke the same humor every single time you do this, or should I come up with new bits? I think I should probably come up with some new bits. What happened? Oh, wow. Okay, hey, what's going on? That first stick was like, I made it! And the second stick was like, coming through! And then they both got knocked down to the ground. He's like, man, I had an amazing view of the entire area around me, and then you had to crash into me. What is up with that? So we got some sticks right here. What can we do with these sticks? Come sail away, come sail away. I think we can probably do, can we hit stuff with this stick? I'm gonna hit stuff with a stick. That's what I need to do. There hasn't been enough violence in this game so far. Oh, I can beat things with a stick. It's got kind of like a Risen animation going on. I don't know if you guys ever played Risen before. That's what the animation reminds me of. It reminds me of Risen. Where it's like, and he's haphazardly waving a stick around. It's like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I hope this hurts you as much as possible. That's a pretty good stick right there, though. That's a stick that's approaching, like, shillelagh quality. It's up there. Let's jump up in here. So I think we can craft something out of this stick. I think we can take... Do I have to unequip it for this to work? How do I... Hold on, I got unequip. Got to do some unequipping. Okay, so I unequip you. You are no longer inside my numerary interface. Now I take you and that, and I wanted to make a torch, and I think this is possible like so. No? I can't make a torch like that? I have heard, I read somewhere that you actually have to find the crafting recipes. Like, you can't just, like, puzzle them out or whatever. You have to find them before you can actually use them, and so that might be the case as well. We may want to focus really heavily on just finding things then in order to make this work. I don't know. I would like to have a torch, but unfortunately, maybe I have to, hold on, let me do this. Go like that, and then maybe like that, and then maybe like that. Yeah, that didn't work either. So what I'm thinking is maybe we have to have, because I looked this one up, we can make a torch by doing this, and then you do a tie, and then you do an oil, and it should work. But for whatever reason, it's not. So I'm assuming that, yes, indeed, you do have to find the crafting recipe first. They're going to assume that our character's an ignoramus when it comes to surviving. And that's fine, because most people would be in this situation. Be like, well, what do I do now? I'm on this super awesome Hawaiian-looking island where I can get a whole bunch of fruit and mangoes and possibly get diarrhea and die from eating too much fruit. By the way, I haven't brought that up. I try to bring that up every time because I'm into survivalism and stuff like that. That's why I play so many survival games, is because I enjoy it and I find it to be entertaining. And so anyways, mangoes will give you diarrhea if you eat them too much. Like the majority of actually, like rough fruit and anything you eat like that, the human body is actually really used to like preservatives and things of that nature nowadays. And so if you go back to like an all-natural diet, it's going to suck for a little while. It's going to be, well, the opposite of sucking, actually. Sucking actually puts water in. I suppose it's the opposite of that. Blowing water out, I suppose. It looks like we're a little bit hungry, so I'm going to eat some mangoes real fast. No, eat another mango. Yeah, mango time. So there are threats on the island. I think we saw like a wolf in the previous episode. I'm not completely sure what that was, but it was moving in the darkness, and I figured rather than figure it out the hard way when it bites me in the face like I did with the flame and the flood, I figured I would leg it right there and just be the hell up on out. What's going on this side? Did I actually look at anything over here? I don't recall. I know that there's pumps around, and I need to refill my water bottle because there it is right there. So I'm going to drink right now, and I'm going to fill up real fast. And I'm going to refill this on this side, and I think this is going to be like our central operating theater. So like from here is where we're always going to depart from. Did that fill my water? Is my water filled? It's equipped. You want to fill for me? Want to do that thing? Do we only get like one refill out of this? Oh, that would be super weak. There we go. I guess I wasn't close enough. The animation looks like it only triggers if you're like at a certain point. These things right here look sort of like corn stalks for a minute, but they're really green, and so I don't think we're going to find an ear on there. Like, friends, Romans, corn stalks, lend me your ears. We're like, no, we fell for that one time before. One human came up and he was like, lend me your ear, and then he just started ripping off my body parts, and now you guys consume that shit by the thousands. Ain't falling for it again. Not me, no way. I think we've already been in here, so I doubt that we're going to find anything super useful in this area. But what I wanted to do is let's head off in this direction. We've got the supplies we need to survive for another day or two. What is that, a warthog? Oh, Christ. Something bad is happening. Something bad is happening. I heard a doggy noise, and it was not a friendly doggy noise. It wasn't like, yay, we're going to the park, let me get my leash type noise. It was more of a like, let me nom you in the face type noise. Ow, Christ. Oh, God. Okay, so we need to run away because this dog is going to... I should have brought my stick. I don't have my stick right now. That's the problem. See, I could throw the stick for him, and I bet he'd be happy about it. He'd be like, yay, stick. All dogs love sticks, right? You throw a stick, the dog brings a stick back. It's an enjoyable experience. That's why we have this symbiotic trans-species relationship. Please stop trying to bite me right now. I'm going to run you into a boar. How about that? Does that sound good? My stamina is going up, by the way. Can he go in the house? I'm going to hope that he can't go into this house. It might be my only chance. Is he just going to wait over there for me? Oh, no, we lost him. Is that him right there? Where did he go? Oh, this wolf is really, really good at hiding in bushes. His skill level is through the roof. Alright, he's defeated me. I'm just going to stay inside from now on. This is why humans go inside. We just gave up because the wolves are too good at this game. Well, I keep running away, but he keeps... What is this? What is that? Another lighter? I already have lighters. I would actually prefer... What is that right there? Can I pick that up? Use my... Oh, there's another chest over here. Hold on. What's inside of this box? What's in that box? What is that? A key. An old key. Let me take a look at my inventory here. This actually has kind of like an old school Resident Evil feeling to it. I don't know if anybody else is getting that whole thing from the ambiance of the game, but it feels like a Resident Evil game mixed with a survival game. What is this right here? Maybe useful for some of the older doors. Oh. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I guess that now we should have access to areas that we didn't... Ooh, there's a note. Hey Josh, this is Chris. Let the guys know that me and the rest of the lab team are leaving. They'll destroy everything tomorrow or in 2 days. I think they'll try and kill us. The manager will not shut this down. Can I use the laptop? It looks like it's got a busted ass screen, but I don't know. You might be able to flip it on and make it work. Is that another oil bottle? Okay, well, I'll take another oil bottle. I can't really use it just yet, but I'll take it. What's in this room right here? Did I miss anything? Oh, there's some cloth. Yeah, you definitely want to use the interactive mode. If you don't do that, hold down the tab key when you play this game a lot. Otherwise, you're going to miss a lot of things because they blend in really, really well with the surroundings. Like, you're in a room full of trash, and when the loot looks just like trash, too, it becomes one of those weird situations where you've got trash buried in trash, so it's like a needle in a pile of needles. I don't think these bodies are going to be helpful at all. They got some wide hips, though. They got them birthing hips. I don't know. Does my character have birthing hips? I feel like he's in pretty... I wouldn't wear short shorts unless I was in really, really good shape. I'm not, by the way. I'm in okay shape. Like, I run every day. But other than that, I takes my chances. Where did that wolf go? I don't feel good about this at all. Like, I do not want to risk this. It looks like he has an aversion to being inside, and I'm okay with that. On the plus side, that means we kited him away from the city over there, too. So we might have a chance. I gotta zoom out real fast. So we need to find a knife. And I think our best chances of finding a knife are gonna be in civilization. I need to, like, equip a stick, too, just in case I need to fight a wolf or something. You never know. There we go. We'll equip a stick for right now. Just in case. And let's head inland, I guess. I'm gonna head this way over here, and if we end up finding something fantastic, but for right now, sticking over by the beach over there, I mean, I do have all the things that I need. I have water and I have food. Really, we don't really need to do much else, but I'm assuming there's a narrative in this game, and they're trying to direct me towards it, so we might as well play the game as it's meant to be played, right? It looks like our stamina came back nice and easy peasy lemon squeezy. What's that over there? Is that a pig or a wolf, or what is that? I think it's a deer. I don't know. Everything in the game is super fuzzy for me, and I tried to, like, tighten it up a little bit. I turned on, like, I don't know, I turned off the ambient occlusion, then I turned on, like, the anti-aliasing in the hopes that it would tighten up some of the things, but it helped out a little, but not a ton. Either way, the game's got this kind of, like, fuzzy filter over it that I'm not really sure what it's caused by. The last game that I played that had it was Arma 2, and you had to fiddle with a whole bunch of stuff to get rid of it. In this game, there's not a whole lot of graphical options that you can actually tweak, though. There's only, like, 4 or 5, and none of them seem to... Oh, that's a pig right there. Yeah, don't mess with boars in real life. That's a terrible, terrible plan, and it's not going to work out for you. Boars are like ridiculously. Boars are peak level survivors. Like if there was ever such a thing as like an apex survivor, a boar is it. There's a reason the government in the United States puts out bounties on boars because they're too invasive. They destroy everything. Boars are responsible for the destruction of huge amounts of habitat because they uproot everything and they annihilate everything, and rarely are they actually part of the natural ecosystem. Anyways, an example that I would give you right there is in Hawaii. Pigs were imported to Hawaii when people colonized it. And so the natives have never seen a pig before, which is weird because you think about luau's and stuff like that. Now they always have like the pig on the fire or whatever, but nope, didn't have pigs back then. And so anyways, people brought pigs there like boars, and they've just ravaged, just absolutely annihilated the islands. They're responsible for the death of like a ridiculous amount of plant species. Rats are the other one. Rats are responsible for the extinction of a ton of bird species and stuff like that. Crazy the way the ecosystems interact with one another, but hey, you don't know until you know, and by the time you know, it's usually too late, so whatever. It's weird that they didn't have rats in Hawaii, or mosquitoes, actually. I don't think they have mosquitoes in Hawaii either until it started to get colonized. But anyways, fun stuff right there. Hawaiian history with Splattercat. Yay! I don't see anything that looks good over here at all. There's really like nothing. That forest is looking a little thick to me. It's looking a little thick and dangerous. It's more the second half that I'm worried about, but the first half doesn't sound like much fun either. Damn it, a night's coming. The day-night cycle in this game is quick as hell. It moves rapidly. I think it's actually like maybe like a 25, maybe a 20, not even that. Honestly, it was morning 11 minutes ago. I've got a timer running right now, so I think it's got like a 10-minute day and night cycle. I think they should probably make that go up to, well, I don't know. Either way, we just need a light source. I think that's my biggest problem. We'll wander around in the dark for a little bit, and I'll hope that we don't get lost. Am I going to fall off this cliff right here? I just realized that I was planning on doing like some hardcore three-point climbing, and I don't think it's going to affect me. We'll be fine. Yep, it's not that far anyways. That's like a 25-foot fall. Only the weakest of survivalists would be injured by a 25-foot fall. No, don't do 25-foot falls. Seriously, don't be that guy. So now that it's dark as hell, I might go back to the village and see if there's any, because I didn't know that crafting notes were found around. I may hit all the buildings and just see if there's any crafting notes that I've mixed up in any of them. It's possible that I may have walked right past a deer right there. I still don't see that wolf, though. I wonder if he rubber bands back to the place he came from, like World of Warcraft NPC style, where if they get too far from where they're positioned, they're just like, meh, and they run all the way back, they get all uncomfortable, like, nope, this is too far from home. I don't like this any longer. I think I'm going to return from whence I came. Well, I'm going to get up in these houses, I guess, and I'm going to search for crafting notes, because I feel like there's far too many footsteps right now for one person walking. I can't see where ass right now. My God. Let's maybe work our way up some stairs. And I'm going to go into interactive mode and just try to make sure that if there's anything, I know I didn't really leave anything behind because I was, oh, this is this thing. Oh, we're not even, okay, never mind. I'm disoriented. It's nighttime. It's nighttime and it's scary and it's dark and I can't see. So I wasn't quite positive in the direction that I should be walking. Maybe walking the beach would be a good idea too. If I washed up here, I assumed that we might be able to guess that somebody else washed up here too, because this island seems to have some sort of tidal system that's feeding into it. Maybe I'm looking into this too much. It's possible that I'm looking into this too much, but still. I'm going to play through the night this time, but it's really, really dark. I know that some people were upset that last time I didn't play through the night, because a lot of people sort of like night gameplay. I used to run into those people. I used to play DayZ mod all the time on Arma 2, and there was like two distinct groups of people. There was the 24-hour day cycle people, and then there's the people that are like, nah, you play it at whatever hour. It's a gamble. You go into the game and you play whatever hour it is. If it's the middle of the night, have fun with your flares and chem lights. I'm like, no, flares and chem lights. Although some of the most intense moments I can... Do I have to like stop walking and over? Oh, my stamina only comes back if I stop walking. Okay. Let me drink some agua real quick because we're looking a little dehydrated anyways. Eat myself another mango. I don't know why I enjoy that so much. You know, that was one of those Tarantino movies that I ended up enjoying way more than I thought I would. I'm not a giant Tarantino fan. Like, Tarantino does have like his dug-in, deeply entrenched fans. I'm not one of them. I find Tarantino to be sort of hit or miss. Like, sometimes I think his movies are genius, and then other times I think they just completely miss the mark. And I get it. I'm some like pleb that lives in the middle of the suburbs. Like, what do I know about filmmaking or anything else? Who am I to judge? Still, that's just how I feel about Tarantino. And so anyways, whenever I go to a Tarantino film, I'm like prepared to be disappointed, but also prepared to just be wowed. It could go either way. I expected to swing either way based on chance. And with Django, I was like, oh yeah, that was the movie right there. Django was what was up. I enjoyed the shit out of Django. So Oh, I did miss stuff in here. Is that a knife? Oh, it's a pipe. I thought it was a sword for a second. I was like, it's a cavalry saber. Oh my god, we've got a cavalry saber. This is going to be the greatest. Riding into battle. Last charge of the light brigade. My god, it is so dark. It seems like a good place to get tetanus. Like, if you really, really wanted lockjaw, I bet this place would oblige you. Did I touch this? Okay, we already did that one. I remember that note. Oh, there's cloth right there, too. Apparently, I need to hit this building again because I didn't know about the interactive mode when I came through here before. So instead of using this flimsy-ass stick, let's go with... You know what? That's an empty... I don't think that's going to do anything for me. I'm going to drop that for right now. I don't know why they gave it to me. It'll still be here when I come back, so I'm not going to worry about it that much. I need extra inventory space, though. I'm going to equip this in my 3 slot, and that's going to be a... Oh... So the pipe has durability, but that's actually... I don't know why the pipe has durability, but the stick doth not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about nighttime. I can edit it out or I can keep it in, but it's kind of dark. Oh, we missed all kind of stuff in here. Okay, so maybe we missed a knife along the ways. I wasn't aware of perception mode at the time. I thought right-click did the same thing. I thought right-click and holding down tab did the exact same things. My god, it's dark. Definitely think they need like a brightness thing. I don't know. Survival games always do this though, where it's like pitch black at night, and so you have like this choice of sitting around doing nothing for 20 minutes at a time, or you can wander around in the dark and hope nothing bad happens to you. I figure we could probably solve this with a torch, but it's not letting me craft one, which means that I gotta find the crafting recipe first. So, oh, I missed something right there too. It's another lighter. I got 3 or 4 butane lighters now. That's pretty good. I got a Zippo at home, and I do like my Zippo. The only problem is you constantly got to refill the damn thing. I don't know if it's got a leak in it or what. My Zippo is constantly needing to be refilled. Like, if I don't use it for maybe like a week, it'll be bone dry when I get back in there, and then I got to refill the sponge, and then I can't find my... I have like the butane that you use to refill it, but I can't find it any... I'm going to put that away real fast because I can't run with it in my inventory. I'm also going to watch out for wolves or anything else that might try to hurt me. Who do you think's going to win, dude with pipe or a wolf? A wolf is a pretty big dog. I don't know if you guys have ever seen wolves, but the neighbor behind me when I lived at my old house actually bred wolves. She had wolf / like husky hybrids, and they were the biggest, most gnarly, terrifying dogs ever. They were friendly, by the way, but they were still scary to look at. I always assumed that if you stuck your finger, never mind. I gotta stop right there. For some reason, I said if you stuck your thing through the fence. Don't worry about it. Sometimes I like to stick my thing through a fence. What was that? I saw glowy redness over here. Oh, there it is right there. What is that, a Band-Aid? Oh, they got Band-Aids? Hold on, what? I've got like 150 lighters. Also got painkillers. I mean, my inventory space is a little bit limited right now. We got 5 resistance. We got some hunting and survival. We've been bit by a wolf. How is it by the 2nd episode that I always get bit by a wolf in every survival game? Seriously, every single survival game that I play, I get bit by a wolf within a couple of episodes. I'm going to try this again one more time just to see if it'll let this happen. Actually, I don't think it was that. I think it was, hey, I want to remove you from my crafting menu. I'm going to add you, and then I'm going to add some oil. Yeah, I think it also depends on the order you put it in. So I think I got the order right before because the button lights up. I just don't think that we have the... I don't think we have the recipe yet. We also have a full inventory, so it gets upset when you do that too. I'm going to need to drop something in here, otherwise... It's weird that a key takes up an entire inventory slot. I'm probably going to drop a butane lighter, because we already have more than enough of these. We've already tested this, so I don't think there's any use to light fires. Yeah, that's what I figured. So anyways, I'm going to leave all the lighters in the top of this building right here. Do they go on the floor? It looks like they do. Okay. So I'm going to leave those all in here. We've got a bandage to go along with our random painkillers for a bit. I'm going to try and wander around the best I can. It's not seeing anything useful. Luckily, we know that by, like, the next 45 seconds or so, I think there was 11 minutes on my timer from when nighttime, or we got to dawn till dusk, I guess. And so I guess every 11 minutes or so, it's going to shift and transition in between day periods. At this... What was that? Was that me? Am I making noises? God, I hate this. This is creepy as hell, and it's making me upset. Then again, maybe I'm just easily thrown into a skittish mindset based on darkness and everything. What is that right there? Another lighter. Just in case you need a lighter. That's what they had here. It was actually just a laboratory where they set shit on fire all day. That's all. What is that? Ooh. Hey now. Our small village is lost. Okay, so we already know about that one. Oh, good. We're going to get a rainstorm right now. That'll be enjoyable. Hooray for rainstorms. It looks like they fixed the rainstorm. It's not lagging my game out, so that's pretty good. The last time there was a rainstorm, I had to stop playing because it went down to like 4 frames a second. And now we can see every now and again, so we got to wait for lightning strikes, and then we sprint across and be like, yeah, new stuff. Is that a mailbox or a wolf? I can't decide. I think at this point I had figured out, is there a stairwell? No, there's not a stairwell on the outside of that right there. What is this little glass building right here? Is it like a greenhouse? What is this? And also, did I search it thoroughly? I did. Okay, so I searched that thoroughly. I say we go back down to the beach. Oh, I'm freezing to death. That's going to be fun. Okay, so I'm going to wait it out inside then. If you get, like, into the rain, you see that little freezing meter down there? I'm going to wait out the rain then because we can't travel while the freezing meter is going up, so it's going to get us into trouble. I'm going to wait this one out, and I'll see you on the other end. Alright, so with the rainstorm finally gone, we're back into the game right now. I refilled my water supply. We're looking pretty good. I'm going to go back down to the beach, and this time we're going to cut left, I guess. If we look around, I also figured out what I did wrong with this crafting recipe, by the way. So I think you can, I don't know, we're going to test this out right now. So stick plus Band-Aid plus tie plus that. It was a Band-Aid. You got to use a bandage. Ah, so you can make things before you have the crafting recipes. Okay, so that still doesn't preclude us. We still need a knife. Like, we're not going to accomplish anything until we have a knife. So, until we have a stabity, we need to get ourselves set up with other things. I'm hoping that torch allows us to play at night now, so I don't have to worry about the lighting being so poor. It's nighttime. What would you expect? It's kind of dark at night. I don't know. 25 years of my experience with life has told me that nighttime is dark. I don't know if you guys have come to the same conclusion. You might live in the city or something, though, like I do. There's street lights everywhere. You're okay. Nothing bad's going to happen. Let's eat another mango. Mmm, delicious mangoes. I talked about mangoes, but I like guavas better, although you can make, like, guamango juice. You can, like, mix them together. Mmm, delicious. What does this tree drop? You there, tree, bestow upon me your bounty. I demand it, for I am all that is man. I shake you to your foundation and your core. Did nothing fall out of you? Aw, man, why, tree? Why? Why you gotta be like that, tree? Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Yay. What is that? Is that a mango? Oh, we got a mango. Okay, well, I'd rather have one mango than no mangoes. The coconuts aren't useful until we have a knife, and that's actually, coconuts are a giant pain in the ass to get open if you don't have a knife. You're gonna need, like, a big rock, and then you're probably gonna waste a lot of the juice inside, too, because you gotta pop it in a very specific spot. The coconut has a weak spot on the bottom. Basically, it's got a coconut anus, and if you strike it hard enough on that spot, it should pop open, but coconuts are really sort of a tough nut to crack. Can you go out in the water? What happens if you go in the water? I feel like this is probably going to backfire on me. Can I die if I go in the water? Is there going to be like a big shark that comes up and just like, mrum, takes me out? Here, well, let's do this properly. Save the game. Alright, so the game has been saved. Oh, no, you can swim. Holy shit. That's amazing. Okay, so that was unexpected. I figured it would be like a lot of other RPGs and random games where you go out in the water and just like instantaneously die. There's no sharks out here, so that's pretty cool. We learned a thing today. I see an antenna over there. I'm going to go investigate because I think there's probably a radio station or something. If we could get up in there, we could be like, this is KSEK Island Radio. Welcome and enjoy. Today we got Brother Is. Played it on through with whatever that song was that he did. I don't know. People in Hawaii really like Brother Is. It's a big deal. Like, seriously, my dad has like all of his records and listens to them like non-stop. I like him. Like, I'm down for the Brother Is. I mean, I would not say, I'm not going to forsake the Brother Is, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to rock. And it's difficult to make a ukulele rock. It's very difficult. My uncle is one of the last ukulele makers in Hawaii. I don't know if I ever brought that up. Yep, he like grows the trees like in the old traditional way, and then he like fashions them and uses oils to. I actually wanted to go there, and I wanted to apprentice with him when I was younger, but just it's one of those things that didn't happen. I think my dad talked to him about it, and he was okay with it. He wanted to teach me how to do it, and then it just didn't happen, and so I don't. Oh. So there's actually like a little island over here. Okay, so let's check that out. I think we're just about out of time for today. I'm going to go land on the beach real quick, and then in the next episode, we'll take a look at this little island colony, and we'll see what we can find out here, okay? My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for the next episode of Better Late Than Dead. I hope you're enjoying it so far. I do think the game has problems, and it does have issues, but I still want... It's an odd thing to talk about because, like... I've ditched other games for far less, but for some reason, with the weird horror ambiance thing it has going on, I still want to play for some reason. I felt the same way when I played like Arma 2, like the game was unintuitive and didn't like feel good, but after I took the time to learn it, I just like felt like playing it more. I don't know. Just don't judge me. Let's just play the game for a little while. All right, I'll see y'all later. How do everybody?